Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks. With a Spain news update, we'll have a look at some of the main stories that have caught my attention in the press, and we'll also take a look at some comments that have been left on the channel in recent times. Before I begin, a huge thanks to all of the people that have supported the channel in recent times, whether it's by buying me a coffee, whether it's through the super thanks option on YouTube, longer term supporters on Patreon, people that buy merchandise, and my channel members on this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for that support. Now, straight into the news. And Spain's housing crisis is again making headlines. And according to one newspaper article, the solution is easy: more social housing. And as we can read here, Spain needs 370,000 social housing units. Social renting is an essential instrument for combating homelessness. However, it does not reach 95.99% of the people who need it, mainly due to the shortage of public housing, which only represents 2.4% of the 18 million households in Spain. This is the main conclusion of the report Radiografía del Alquiler Social y el Sin Hogarismo en España, carried out by the Observatorio de Alquiler promoted by the Fundación Alquiler Seguro, the Universidad Rey Juan Carlos, and the social Socimi Tu Techo, which specializes in providing housing solutions and offering support to people in a situation of homelessness. Social housing is housing that the public administration has to offer to those citizens who are in a precarious situation and have difficulty accessing housing, either because they are young and trying to access their first home, or because they are families with fewer economic resources. So there we go. The answer to Spain's housing crisis, according to that article, is simple: more social housing needed. Some 370,000 social housing units to be exact. Sounds easy, right? But obviously it's not, because only 2.4% of housing here in Spain is social housing currently. Now, the Spanish government has announced that it's going to crack down on kids watching porn and has announced the new porn passport. And as we can read here, Spain introduces porn passport to stop kids from watching smut. The Spanish government has a plan to prevent kids from watching porn online. Meet the porn passport, officially and dryly called Digital Wallet Beta, Cartera Digital Beta. The app, Madrid unveiled on Monday, would allow internet platforms to check whether a prospective smut watcher is over 18. Porn viewers will be asked to use the app to verify their age. Once verified, they'll receive 30 generated porn credits with a 1-month validity, granting them access to adult content. Enthusiasts will be able to request extra credits. While the tool has been criticized for its complexity, the government says the credit-based model is more privacy-friendly, ensuring that users' online activities are not easily traceable. The system will be available by the end of summer. So there we go, a porn passport announced by the Spanish government. And of course, this new passport has the objective to stop kids watching porn. But let's be honest, it will probably stop a whole lot more people watching porn online, because everybody's going to have to register. So we'll soon see if this new porn passport is successful or not, and let me know what you guys think. Good idea or bad idea in the comment section below. And the final piece of news we'll look at today related to tipping here in Spain, and a fascinating insight into the world of tipping through the eyes of a waiter in Benidorm. And as we can read here, a Benidorm waitress points out a difference between British and Spanish tourists. The Spanish leave tips of 10 cents. In one of Benidorm's busiest streets, Jalis de la Serna, co-host of the Patrullando program, delves into the world of the local hospitality industry to discover the working conditions of workers in the sector. Arriving in the famous Basque area of the city, characterized by bars with names evoking the Basque country and its culture, Jalis meets locals and tourists who frequent this area. The reporter also talks to Luisa, one of the waitresses there, to find out more about their working conditions. Luisa reports that her monthly salary is between 1,500 and 1,600 euros a month plus tips. She also points out a notable difference between the tips of British and Spanish tourists, about 100 to 150 €50 a week per head thanks to the British, she says. 4 people people can leave between 10 and 50 euros, while a Spaniard usually leaves 10 cents. So there we go. According to that Benidorm hotel industry worker, when it comes to tipping, the Spanish are a little bit stingy. But not so when it comes to the British tourist in Benidorm, who, as pointed out by that worker, generally leave decent tips. So yet another reason why international tourists are important for this country and its economy. Because if people in that sector had to rely on tips from locals, they'd be doing it tough. Now let's have a look at some comments that have been left on the channel recently. One here from MG: armed forces against irregular immigrants, but not enough resources for the border patrol against drug trafficking. Just another scapegoat, now with the focus again on immigrants. What should the armed forces even do? Illegal pushbacks? That's what Frontex is for. Yeah, MG, thanks for the comment, and you're right, Frontex is in charge of border controls in the European Union. We saw in yesterday's live stream that the main opposition party here in Spain, the Partido Popular, wants to reinforce Spain's borders with the help of the armed forces. Not really sure exactly what the plan is here or how the government would deploy the armed forces to control irregular immigration, but maybe more resources need to be thrown at the existing operations, for example, Frontex, and less populist rhetoric from a political group that seems to be moving further to the right. One here from Edu: I was in Lleida, Spain a couple of weeks ago. There is clearly an irregular situation going on there. Very surprising since it is an inland city in Catalonia. One must go there to see it. Seeing is believing. Yeah, Edu, thanks for the comment, and referring to the situation of illegal or irregular migration here in Spain, we saw in yesterday's live stream that more people than ever have arrived to Spain this year by boat, primarily through the Canary Islands. And Edu pointing out there that in the city of Lleida, Catalonia, he noticed a lot of people there that appeared to be in an irregular situation. And the reason for this, I would say, is that in Lleida there's a lot of farming activity and people most likely flock to Lleida looking for jobs on the farms. Temporary work, of course, on the farms there. One here from Brad Stewart: you're describing spam fritters, nightmare for blood lipids. I've got 2 stents that make sure I use garlic olive oil. Yeah, Brad, thanks for the comment. And the topic of spam, that is the food product spam, not the dodgy emails that we sometimes get, popped up in yesterday's live stream because I saw a video on the internet recently of a man who was deep frying spam in lard, and I said that that must be a very unhealthy diet, and I don't think you'll be around long if you continue to eat like this. And Brad there pointing out that that culinary tragedy is called spam fritters, and seconding my opinion that you won't be around for long if you continue to eat in that way. So if you are one of these people that are still frying things like spam in lard, do yourself a favor and substitute that lard for olive oil. You'll be a lot healthier, and while you're there, try to get that spam out of your diet as well, because believe me, it's not good for you. One here from Dominic: I want one of your turista t-shirts. How do I order? Going to Santander soon. Tu video de Santander tuvo un efecto en nosotros. Yeah, Dominic, thanks for the comment, and referring to a new t-shirt that I mentioned in yesterday's live stream, this one here to be exact. Hola, soy turista, a t-shirt that you can wear here in Spain or any Spanish-speaking country to let people know that you are a tourist and you are proud of it. As we know, there's an anti-tourist sentiment in some parts of Spain currently. Not a lot of people are anti-tourist, but some people are, and they're quite vocal. So if you wear a t-shirt like this around, you'll really shove it in their face. And let's be honest, there's nothing bad about being a tourist, and people shouldn't be made to feel ashamed by a small group of radicals. And if you want to get your hands on one of these t-shirts, just click that link. One here from Steve-O: Starmer received a knighthood for his role as Director of Public Prosecutions and his previous work as a barrister. Yes, Steve-O, thanks for the comment, and obviously referring to the leader of the Labour Party in the United Kingdom and the new Prime Minister of that country, Sir Keir Starmer. And wow, what a huge victory by Mr. Starmer and his party in yesterday's elections. I asked the questions yesterday: when and for what did Mr. Starmer receive his knighthood? I wasn't sure if he had got it previously or if he had got it as his role as leader of the opposition. And Steve-O pointing out, and other people also pointing out in the comment section, that it was indeed before he became leader of the Labour Party. So congratulations, Congratulations, Mr. Starmer, and good luck for the next few years because I reckon you're going to need it. And the final comment here from Terry, stuff Spain. They in France have treated us like dogs. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Yeah, Terry, thanks for the comment. And obviously, because of your profile photo there of the Union Jack, you are a proud British person. But please enlighten us on why exactly it is that you think that Spain and France treats you like a dog. Have you had a bad experience in either of the two countries, or are you a reader of the Express newspaper? I reckon it's the latter. So believe me, Terry, when I say, and I reckon I speak on behalf of a lot of people in both countries, we don't need people like you here. On that note, I'm going to wrap the video up. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, the comment section is the place for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego.